So I'm working on this new game in React Native called Quotle. It's kind of inspired by this game called Wordle by New York Times. So the core concept of this game is to basically guess the iconic quotes from popular TV series, just like Wordle. So you get around 6 tries or 6 guesses to figure out the quote, and if you do it, you win. If you don't, you lose. The concept of this game is pretty straightforward. So today I want to try to use Claude Design again and see if I can improve the overall UI for this entire game. So let's begin. So in Claude Design, let's just call it Quotle. It's just easier. We don't want to use any design system. We don't really have one. We can ignore it for now. I'm not going to get into that. It's going to be high fidelity because we already have something going on in the app. We are not starting from scratch. So let's just create this. We need to describe what we want to create, or we could attach a code base like before. Anyway, let's try to attach a code base. Again, I keep forgetting you have to go to import, and now you have to give it the GitHub access. So I'm just going to quickly do this. Okay, so our repository is connected. I think now to get started with it, we just have to provide the URL of this repository in this chat, and with some basic instructions to get started. So I'm just going to paste the URL here and provide it some description or basically prompting. It's going to be pretty basic right now. I don't want to get into too much depth in here. I just want to see if Claude Design can actually come up with something different or something worth exploring right now. So again, I will be using a tool called Whisper Flow, which is pretty efficient when you're working with some AI agents and want to prompt them quickly. So let's begin. Go through the attached code base of a Wordle-inspired game called Quotle built in React Native. Your goal is to improve the UI, UX, and the overall visual hierarchy of this game to maximize the retention for this game. The overall look and feel of this game should match the psychological impact of what this game is about, which is about guessing quotes or playing with words or letters. It should look really neat and clean and professional. So be creative and think outside of the box. All right, so I provided it some instruction, but I think this will do fine. And now I'm just going to attach the link as well so that it can actually go and scrape it out. Just checking for some grammatical issues. There are plenty of them, but I think it's fine. I think it will be able to handle it. So let's see what it can come up with. So of course, it's going to take quite some time. So I will be fast forwarding or skipping most of this processing part. We have some questions here. What psychological feeling should the app evoke? This is, I think, quite an important question, because when you are creating any app or game, you want the user to have that psychological effect in their minds so that they feel connected to that app or game, or it just feels natural to them when they open it and they quickly understand what this game or app is about. So the color palette, the typography, the overall visual hierarchy actually plays a huge role here. So we want a literary and considered old paperback library and all. I think this is kind of what we have right now. So if I just go here, this is like how it looks like right now, I think. And cinematic and nostalgic, sharp and playful, premium, minimal, or explore a few more options, decide for me, or maybe something else. So we can provide some other option as well. But right now, since I'm in the phase of exploration, I don't really know what I want. Maybe we will just choose with the provided options here. But let's go through other questions first. What should I deliver? So what should Claude Design deliver? Full interactive prototype of the main flow home game and all that, with working states on a phone frame, side-by-side design canvas of key screens, both one polished prototype plus a canvas of alternate directions. So that's a good one. It could also depend on how much token it's going to use based on what option you are going to select. So if you ask it to do a lot more work, it's going to use a lot more tokens. And if we go to the settings here quickly, we are using the Opus 4.7. So which means it's actually going to use a lot more tokens by default. So we need to be very cautious with what options we are selecting here as well, because it could just end up terminating its process in the middle and we might just not be able to see the end result. So let's go through rest of the questions right now. How many distinct visual directions to explore? Wow. Okay, so it's asking me how many variants we want for the designs. Right now it's selected to 3. 3 I think is fine, or maybe 2 would be enough. We also don't want to have so many options that we start to get some sort of decision paralysis. So once we have so many options in front of us, that could also create a lot of confusion and end up making us more confused than we were before. So we want limited set of options, and that could also help the AI agent to focus more on these limited options so that, you know, we have potentially better outputs or better options to choose from. Which screen matters most? Pick all that apply: home, launch, game board, game over, stats, onboarding. So for this one, okay, again, let's go through. Oh, there are a lot of questions. So let's go through them quickly, I guess. Which retention level should I lean into? Maybe I should just start selecting right now. I don't want to waste too much time here. Streak psychology, okay. Shareable game over card, daily countdown, show collection, character, show personality. I think initially, since this game is not launched yet, I would want the user to have some sort of a streak psychology so that they keep on coming back to it, so that the daily retention of the app is pretty decent. So let's just select this right now. So we can also, I believe, push the shareable game over card as well, because the word of mouth can do a lot for your apps than any paid advert. So that's important. How adventurous should I be? Stay close to the current visual DNA, refine, don't reinvent, significant evolution, same bones, bold, reimagine. Okay, so this is what I want to see, like what it can imagine, right? So, you know, let's see how it can restructure the entire game. That would be really fun to watch. Visual metaphors that feel right for a quote game. Okay, it can cherry pick later on. So what visual metaphors we want? Maybe we can try to select these, just kind of giving it some sort of nostalgic touch. Maybe this could be a separate theme a user can purchase. So, you know, there is a surprise me as well. So that would be something. Maybe we can select that as well. Yeah, for color mode, since we have these selections in the upper question here, I think we can just let it decide for us, and let's see how it goes. The typography appetite, serif displays are kind of nice when it comes to words, quotes, letters, and all that. But you know, I'm gonna let Claude decide it for me as well. Which design knobs should I expose as live tweaks? So Claude Design has this tweak option. So what it's asking us what we want to tweak once the design is completed. So I think we don't want a lot of tweak. Maybe light dark mode is fine. Typography pairing, no, I don't think I want to play around with it. Tile style, maybe we can do this. And home layout variant as well, sure. And then frame the prototype as, let's just do iPhone. Okay, let's just focus on iPhone for now. Let's go ahead and fix or select the other options as well. Most of these options, we're going to just let Claude decide for us, and let's see how it does it. Okay, which screen matters the most? Game board, of course, matters the most. Game over screen matters a lot after that, because this is kind of a winning moment. Or so whether you lose or whether you win, there is some sort of a result in front of you, and you can make a decision of sharing your scores, or maybe playing a practice mode game. So I think this is also a pretty important screen when it comes to retention or overall growth of the app. I think we have answered all the questions. Let's continue. For now, I'm just going to skip all this loading to save you some time. All right, so now it has created a couple of screens here. I mean, I'm not sure. It doesn't look that awful. Of course, the mockups are pretty fucked up right now. The overall UI is pretty interesting, right? It's kind of old school, like theater ticket kind of styling, right? The color palette, you know, the accent color choices and everything. Also, what happened? Okay. Yeah, also doesn't look that bad. So let's look at other screens here. This is okay. So these are like different separate directions. We have two directions here. There is the grid. It's kind of also giving us this quotation marks, which is fine. This home screen kind of looks pretty neat, pretty clean. Again, looks like a theater ticket, more like a TV show or like a sitcom aesthetic. It has more of a theater aesthetic to it. There are some catalogs here. It's like, again, a lot to take from it. It can expand the horizon of your thinking capabilities and can give you some sort of ideas. Like maybe you can look at this game over screen when you have successfully solved the puzzle. So it's not too bad. This is pretty weird. Like whatever is going on here, I have no idea what that means. The score and all. So the only thing is that it's kind of highlighting the solved quote in kind of its own card right now. We don't have that right now. So if I go back, it just shows up right away. Pretty blank and seems kind of incomplete. Here we can kind of highlight it, which kind of grabs the user's attention, gives them the satisfactory feeling that they finished the code, and some other information, meta information as well. You can then share it. I'm not sure why it says reel. So it's like it came up with some different terminology. Maybe I should have read this as well. I didn't, because who's going to read all through this? I just really want to look at the design and styling here. Okay, here are some of the other screen. This is for the other variant. So this variant, second variant, I believe. And this is how it's supposed to show here. I see. Okay, so this is the home screen. This is the game screen. So it has a very clean textbook or notebook-like aesthetic, which is not too bad, I think. Could work. Again, the share screens are really awful, and there is honestly nothing impressive here. As you can tell, like you cannot just go ahead with whatever it designed and be like, okay, it's great. So I think it would take at least 4 or 5 more iterations of designs for each screen before we come close to anything substantial here. This is pretty random. So it has a lot more textbook aesthetic to it rather than a TV show aesthetic. The design above has a theatric aesthetic to it rather than TV show aesthetic. I was expecting more, something that's kind of production ready, something that's much more premium. I think it's pretty unique, so that's good. I've never seen such style on any app or game so far, but is it practical? Is it something I would actually implement on the game? You know, because this is what we have right now. Our game currently looks very basic, very bland as well. So maybe. What I think happened is that it did not really go through the code base at all. Okay, so it's interactive as well. I didn't know that. Let's try to see what happens. And when we fill it up, we have a submit draft. So this is how it's telling us about our limited attempts. Okay, so in the current state of Quotle, if you make some mistakes, you actually get to see your history, just like Wordle. And right now it is doing none of that. Let's take a look at this one. This is also interactive. And once you fill it up, you can click on action. The button literally said action, which is not that good. So there are these hints, and maybe this looks a little bit better or a little bit cleaner than what we have. And this is how you can reveal them. And yeah, maybe it's the typography that looks a bit cleaner. And okay, so it's showing the hints on the screen as well. Personally, I don't think I am a fan of the styling. There are, of course, some components throughout these screens that are a bit inspiring, that can give you some sort of idea and nudge about where you should take the app's UI. So I think that's great. But what do you guys think? Do you think this is pretty good, or if this is much worse, or is like it's not helping at all? Let me know in the comments below. So I'll keep you guys updated with similar videos as such, and let's see how it goes. And remember, be a creator and not a consumer.